Hi, my name is Dave. I'm your host. You're listening to The Last Podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. If this is your first time listening and finding me, welcome. I'm happy you found me. And if you're returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you listening, and I hope you continue to find tips, ideas, and value from listening to this podcast. Today, I want to name this podcast, How to Win the Battle Within. And I know every now and then there is a battle that's going on in ourselves, in our minds, and in our hearts, right? Life is a battlefield. Every day we engaged in an unseen war that takes place in our hearts, in our minds, and in our spirits. This war is not fought with physical weapons, but thoughts, our emotions, and our spiritual forces that shape realities, our realities. It's a battle that determines the course of our lives, our sense of purpose, and our ability to rise above adversity. I want to talk a little bit about that battle within, because the battle between the heart, or I would say the battle in the heart and mind, is where I guess we can say the emotions and our desires and our passion is. It's where love, fear, hope, despair takes root. The war within our heart often stems from past wounds or even disappointments and unmet expectations. When we allow bitterness, resentment, and unforgiveness to dwell within us, we risk being consumed by what? Negativity, negative emotions that hinder our growth and transformation. Victory is not overnight. It's not forged in happy thoughts. Victory in this battle requires a conscious effort to cultivate love, compassion, resilience. It involves healing from past trauma, wounds, and embracing a mindset of gratitude and faith. Now that mind, that's where all our thoughts and beliefs and perceptions shapes our reality. Negative self-talk, doubt, our limiting beliefs, it acts as enemies that keep individuals trapped in the cycle of fear and failure. The war in the mind is won by taking control of our thoughts, replacing negativity with truths, and fostering a mindset of empowerment, mental discipline, meditation, and the practice of positive affirmations. I don't know about you, but I've been plagued for a long time with negative self-doubt many years ago and not long ago. I mean, I think we all go through a period of self-doubt every now and then. But I could tell you this, when we take control of our mind and we take control of our thoughts, we can situate ourselves in a seat of empowerment, meditation, and it takes practice. It can help shape our mental landscape, aligning our thoughts with constructive and faith-filled perspectives allow us to break free from self-imposed limitations and walk with confidence. Now, I don't know about you, but every now and then, especially for me, I could tell you one thing. Spiritually, if you're not a spiritual person, that's okay. It's whatever you believe in is up to you. But for those who actually believe me, there is a spiritual battle too. Beyond the struggles of the heart and mind, there is a deeper war, a spiritual battle that transcends the physical realm. The presence of evil forces seeking to deceive or oppress and destroy cannot be ignored. This war is described in various religions and spiritual traditions as a conflict between good and evil. We all know that, right? Light and darkness. The enemy works through deception, fear, and temptation to weaken our faith and disconnect us from our divine purpose. So I just thought it would be great, or a great reminder, to let you know that there is a way that we can move forward, that we can grow, and that we can navigate through this unseen war within ourselves and within the realm we speak of when we talk about spiritual battles. To navigate this spiritual warfare, one must be what? Spiritually equipped. Prayer, faith, and knowledge of divine truths serves as powerful weapons, don't they? They surround one with a community of like-minded believers as well, practicing our spiritual discernment and standing firm in one's belief to help in resisting the negative wisdom and remain steadfast in our spiritual convictions. You know, I once read in some ancient texts, put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. I mean, why would they even say that, right? For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So we're like saying, okay, we can't see any of this, right? So if you believe in one, you should always believe in the other. I don't know, that's my thing. If you believe in the left hand, you might as well believe in the right. If you believe in the light, you might as well believe in the dark, right? It's just food for thought. I got a few strategies for you for victory. Guard your heart. Guard it with everything that you have. Protect yourself from toxic emotions by practicing forgiveness, love, emotional intelligence. If you don't know what that is, online is a wealth of information. But also, I once read, you have to renew your mind. But what do they really mean? I mean, if you're the average person, you never read ancient texts or the Bible or anything, what does that really mean? Renew your mind. In my own opinion, I would believe, in order to renew one's mind, we have to take out the old and put in new information. So the old information doesn't serve us. It hasn't been serving you. So get rid of that old information and renew your mind with something new, something more empowering, something more positive. Renew your mind. Challenge your negative thoughts and replace them with something like empowering beliefs. Strengthen your spirit. Engage in prayer, meditation, and study sacred texts to fortify your spiritual foundation, if that's your thing. But one thing I will also tell you is surround yourself with positivity. Build on a strong support system of uplifting people who will have your back and encourage you and inspire you to grow. But out of all, you have to remain vigilant. Recognize the tactics of the enemy and stand firm against your own deception and fear. Because here's the thing, some of us grew up with certain mindsets, with certain beliefs, with certain character traits. We need to start questioning them. We need to see if there's any validity with those beliefs that we hold. And if we have certain beliefs that are not serving us, maybe it's time to challenge those beliefs. Where did that come from? When did I start believing in this? Well, that's what I have for you today, and I'm going to leave you with 3 powerful questions. The first question is, ask yourself, what do I want out of life? I want you to ask yourself that question. What do I want out of life? The second question I would say is, what would I die for? And then my last question I want you to ask yourself is, what would I live fiercely for? Ask yourself those questions. And remember that the unseen war of life is an ongoing battle that requires intentionality, strength, wisdom. By addressing your struggles of your heart, your mind, your spirit, you can equip yourself to face life challenges with courage and with faith. Victory is not achieved overnight, but through perseverance, spiritual discipline, and an unwavering commitment to truth and purpose. We can overcome our forces. We can overcome our limiting beliefs, and we can walk right into the fullness of our destiny. My name is Dave. You're listening to The Last Podcast. Do me a favor, go ahead and like this podcast. Go ahead and subscribe to this podcast. Hey, tell your family, friends, co-workers, and associates about this podcast. Do me a favor and share it. I thank you so much. I wish you a fantastic week and be blessed. So long.